Race for the Cure is coming up this weekend, and our next guest is someone who's going to be there as a survivor because she's fighting it right now at a very young age.
And according to cancer.gov, 95% of new breast cancer cases are in women who are 40 years old and up. So just imagine the shock when former Fox 28 employee Tara Ernske was diagnosed with breast cancer earlier this year at the age of 30. Her story is one that every woman needs to hear, and Tara joins us today. Good to see you. You look wonderful. It's one of those you would never know things because you look wonderful, but I know, gosh, you're going through a lot.
Yeah, today's actually my first day in a scarf out in public, so that was kind of big.
Wow, it's a moment. It's definitely. Let's go back to the beginning because you found a lump.
I did not.
Your doctor found it.
My nurse practitioner, my gynecologist. I just went in for a yearly exam, and then just when she was in the middle of the exam, she's just talking to me, and the next thing she's just like, "Huh, have you ever noticed that before?" And I was just like, "I don't know." And then, you know, just thinking back. I feel like I noticed it months earlier, but I thought it was a cyst. I've had cysts before.
Which is really common.
Yeah.
So you didn't think that was unusual? That was fine?
No, I actually thought I needed to lay off caffeine a little bit because of the last time when I had an ultrasound, that's exactly what the doctor told me was, you know, cut back on the caffeine. And so she was just like, you know, now that you're kind of in the over 30 club, let's just get you a mammogram and, you know, just see. She didn't think anything of it. So,
because usually we say 40 to get those started.
Well, I went and I got the mammogram, and they had to do a couple of extra squeezes, and because they just really didn't see anything. Because under 40, the way they kind of explained it is that your breast tissue is just so dense and very fibrous that it's kind of very white on the.
So it's hard to detect.
Yes, exactly. So they had me then do an ultrasound right immediately following the mammogram, and then the radiologist came in and talked to me, and he's like, well, it's definitely not a cyst, and he explained that cysts are usually kind of look like a black hole on the image, and then mine was definitely a solid mass. So he thought, you know, I don't really have any family history. I have a second cousin who got it at 42, but no direct bloodlines. And he's like, it's probably just a fatty benign tumor. It's, you know.
But let's check.
Exactly. Let's get a, you know, I recommend a biopsy, follow up with, you know, a surgeon, oncologist, and just to see what it is. So then I met with my amazing doctor, and he kind of didn't really think much of it either. He thought it was, I think it was a fibroid adenoma. He didn't think it was going to be
this. But when they finally trotted out the C word.
Yeah, I had my biopsy on a Thursday, and I believe he called me on February 3rd, and I knew as soon as he answered the phone.
Well, what was it diagnosed as?
It's stage 1, which is awesome, invasive ductal carcinoma. It was estrogen positive, progesterone negative, and HER2 negative.
So it's hormonal driven.
Yeah, it's pretty much 100% driven by estrogen.
Wow.
What for you is that phone call like?
It was like literally 5 seconds before he called. I was on the phone with one of my friends, and I'm like, well, I guess no news is good news. I haven't heard anything from him yet. And, you know, we were joking on the phone. And so when I actually called, I mean, he just was, he's a very chipper doctor and very upbeat. And I could just tell in his voice that he's like, you know, I'm sorry, this really wasn't the news we expected. And I think I just,
you froze.
I didn't cry or anything instantly. I was just like kind of in shock, and I hurried up and grabbed a pen and started writing down everything he was saying.
That's the producer in you.
Oh my God, I'm a note taker. I wrote down everything. So as soon as he's like, you know, we need to get a MRI because the mammogram didn't really show anything. We just need to make sure there's no other tumors or see if there's like any lymph node involvement if it appeared so. So he's like, once we're done with that, then we'll have a family meeting. So, and it just spun out of control super fast after that.
I can't believe the period of time. It is very, very quick.
Oh my goodness. It was.
But the good news is you did catch it early. And it is stage 1.
Thank God for my gynecologist. I just think all the time, I don't even know, she's my lifesaver. It's so cliche to say, but good. Surprisingly, really good. I feel like I've been really upbeat during all this. My friends tell me I'm doing great. I mean, I have my moments that, you know, I allow myself once a week to
and
just
you're starting chemo? I
started chemo on April 22nd, so I've had my first round, you know, hence the scarf, and this week's been good. Well, last week was really good because I go once every 3 weeks for a total of 4 treatments.
So and that should be it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, they say that your skin changes a little bit when you go through chemotherapy.
Yes.
Yeah, can.
Become a teenager all over again. And that was kind of annoying. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a pain in the butt.
And I think for a lot of women, the self-esteem of what happens to you, your appearance, is the tough thing.
The hair was hard. I was really, it actually was a lot of fun. Well, I donated, first I cut my hair off and donated 3 13-inch ponytails for wigs for kids. And this salon up north in Napoleon, where my parents are from, they did my makeup, they did my hair for free. It was awesome. They pampered me.
But that was prior to chemo.
Yes, that was prior to all of it.
Can we do something for you this morning? We have with us, if she wants to come in, is Jacqueline Parasetsky from Skin Perfect Wellness Image Spa, Skin Perfect Image Wellness Spa, and she would like to take some time with you this morning and show you some products and play with you a little bit. And I'll tell you, you deal with this often, don't you?
Very often, unfortunately. And like she was saying, once their skin has gone through chemotherapy, it's new skin. It's never going to be the same. And so I'm going to teach you a little bit today about what is different and how you can minimize those side effects.
Awesome.
Were you in a hurry? You're not now.
You're not now.
No, not really, until 11.
I mean, we've got some time. If you want to hang out, we would love to do this for you.
So I'd love to.
And
Thanks,
you know what? Yeah, we just know it's going to be good news. Your journey's it's going to be great. And you're at the Race for the Cure this weekend.
Yes, I do the race this weekend. I thought, I've done it in the past and it had a totally different meaning this year. And, I kind of want to get the face out there of people with young, because I think nobody should take it for granted that you have a lump, because it's really, you just don't know. So, I mean, if I could get any big word out, I just would love that anybody, it doesn't matter if you have a family history, it doesn't matter what you have going on. No question is a dumb question. So see a doctor, and because thankfully I caught it so early. My final tumor size was 2 centimeters. So.
Next year you get to run with the Survivor t-shirt.
I do this year too.
You can do it this year too. Wonderful. Thanks, Tara.
Thank you.
We're going to check in with you again in just a few minutes.
Also, still ahead.
Dana Turtle is working his butt off this morning. I think quite literally.
Literally. He's at Orange Theory Fitness. It's the only one in Ohio. And they say you can burn up to 1,000 calories an hour. We'll see if Dana's getting anywhere near that when we come back.